Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So, man, you know what it is, man. So, man, who we got in the chat today? Man, we got a lot to talk about. It's been so much news breaking in the last 24 hours. I'm going to have to make some videos later, but, man, we going to get to a lot of the hot topics from this week. And we definitely got to talk about this Alpo situation. Even though I like to stay away from stuff that has nothing actually to do with hip hop, really. You know, I like to make sure that it has something to do with a rapper or somebody around the rapper or whatever. But, man, we got to talk about that Alpo situation. Now, let me know if you can't hear me or if the noise is messed up or something like that, man, as we checking in here. And I'm going to be shouting out your cities, man, and who we got in the chat today. It looks like we got Cali in the building today, man. It looks like we got Wilmington, Delaware. My bad. Wilmington, Delaware. What's up? What's up? I see you. Mobile, Alabama up in here. We got Greenville, North Carolina. We got Waterloo, Iowa. What's up? What's up in the building? Shout out your chat, man. Shout out your city in the chat. Make sure you keep hitting that like button as you pile in here. And like I said, man, it's so many topics to talk about from this week. It looks like Rolling Loud was the place to, man, really mess up your career. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not dissing Fetty Wap at all, but, man, that situation of him getting locked up is crazy. Well, let's talk about in order what we're going to talk about today. First things first, I wanted to start off with ESTG, but I got to jump into this Alpo situation. Now, who else we got in the chat, man? We got Sacramento in the building. What's up? Chester, PA in the building. We got Detroit in the house. What's up, Detroit? What up? What up? Cleveland in the building. Cleveland, Mississippi in the building. What's up? Cleveland, Ohio as well. The 216. What's up? Newark, New Jersey. What's up? UK, London, what's up from across the pond? What up? What up? The 916 in the building. Let's go. You know, Seattle checking in. What up, Seattle? The 414 in the building. We got Houston, Texas in the house. We got the 773 Chicago in here. It's Chicago. We got Pontiac, Michigan, the 248. And then we got the 248 once again. What's up? 416. We got Toronto in the building. Louisville, Kentucky. What up? Newburgh, the island, what's up? What up? What up? Harlem in the building. What's up, Harlem in this place? What up? What up? The 213 in the house. NYC in the house. 252 in the house. DJ Inferno in the building. What's up? Keep cutting them records, I'm guessing. What up? What up? Nola Boy. We got Nola Boy in the building from the 112. We got Boston. We got 617. We got the 336. We got 219 in the building, Petersburg, Virginia, the 804, Chicago. What's up, Chicago? Newark, New Jersey in the building, man. What's up? The 973, Cleveland, Mississippi. I see you, Cleveland. Yo, 210, Dirty Jers. What's up, Dirty Jers? I know what that's about. Minneapolis in the building, man. As y'all pile in here, make sure y'all hit that like button because, man, we got some topics to talk about today. Woo! Minneapolis, the 612. Memphis, what's up? You said rest in peace to Rich. Oh, man, they throwing shots already, man. It's getting ugly, man. It's getting ugly. I see what you did there. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Alpo story. We're going to talk about that. Yo, Memphis, Tennessee in the building. 803, Columbia, South Carolina in the building. What up, South Carolina? Michigan, what's up? Los Angeles, what's up? 904, what up? Man, Milltown, 414, what's up? Chicago, you already know. I know a lot of y'all be in the building. 305 in the building. Man, what's up? What up? What up? What up? Man, all right. I appreciate the shout out. You know what I mean? Hunt Vegas 256. What's up? 863. What up? Haines City. What up? Man, y'all run them likes up and keep shouting your cities, man. I'm going to keep giving y'all some love, especially if you in the chat, man. Now, we got 4 big topics that we want to talk about. We're going to talk about this ESTG situation. We're going to talk about the Fetty Wap situation. We're going to talk about Pooh Shiesty. Then we're going to talk about Dirk and his whole situation. And then we're going to end it off by just wishing NBA Youngboy back, welcome back. But, man, we couldn't have a show if we didn't kick it off and actually talk about this whole situation that's going on, man, with Alpo, man. I see y'all. What is that? Haines City. I see you. 863. New York in the building. What up, New York? Y'all crazy right now, man. It's going crazy, man. I must have listened to that K Flock. Oh man, I'm tripping. Yes, we are going to talk about K Flock Ron Suno getting into the fisticuffs. We ain't gonna, what up, Virgin Islands? What's up? What up, Jers? What up, 850? What up, Baltimore? Yeah, we gonna talk about Alpo. The NC, the 336, what up? Free Wayne Perry, here we go. Y'all going in, man. Chicago in the building, I'm guessing. Richmond, Virginia. All right, we got Detroit in here. We got 864 Spartanburg, South Carolina. What up, Spartanburg? I know there's a big school out there, right? Chicago and Michigan always in the building. Yeah, y'all be in the building heavy, man. Yep, what's up? Free the guys and all that. You know what I mean? Yep. Waterloo, what's up? What up? Western Kentucky, what's up? Jacksonville, I see you. 513 Cincinnati, I see you. The 202 DC, I see you. And Chicago, yeah, I definitely see y'all, man. As y'all run up in here, man, make sure y'all run up them likes, and we gonna get to it. The 860 Connecticut, what up, Richmond, Virginia, what up? The 804 Huntsville, the 256, what's up? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Hold up, man. Showing y'all all this love, man. Let's go ahead. Let's do what we got to do, man. Let's bring this thing in right. Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get to this live, man. All right, man. So today we got some topics to discuss. Oh my gosh, man. It's been a crazy week in hip hop, as you can see. And it's been crazy for a lot of these rappers out here, man. They've been catching cases left and right. What up, Selma, Alabama? What up, Huntsville? I see y'all. Yo, man, I'm gonna try to keep shouting y'all out. Don't worry, man. So keep putting your cities in the chat, and I'm gonna keep, giving you the shots out. Don't worry about it, man. I might just stay on topic a little bit, but I'm be checking, man. I'm be checking the chat. I'll try to check the chat as much as possible. Now, man, we're gonna talk about ESTG first off, and then we're gonna talk about this Fetty Wap situation. Then we are also gonna talk about Pooh Shiesty and the Lil Durk situation with Rolling Loud, man. Now, I wanted to start off with ESTG off the rip. But man, what up, Philly? What up, PA? What up? Yo, I can't deny it. We got to talk about this Alpo situation, man. Now, Alpo Martinez, there is a rumor out here that he was allegedly shot and killed last night in Harlem, man. What? Yeah, man, that is the rumor, that Alpo Martinez was shot and killed in Harlem. Now, man, let's actually look at a news story. Now, hold up. Now, for those of you who don't know, Alpo Martinez is, man, he's famous in hip hop circles and famous as far as pop culture goes because of the guy he was based off, a guy in the movie Paid in Full was based off of him, man. His relationship with another guy by the name Rich Porter, and it was a whole big situation that ended up being an amazing movie called Paid in Full, right? So Alpo Martinez, he's kind of like the villain. He's played by Cameron, and a lot of people didn't get their satisfaction at the end of the movie from that point. But it's a part of what made the movie so great, man. The fact that, even though he got locked up or whatnot, it just felt so dirty how he did Mitch in the movie, who was based on, the real life. His real name was Rich Porter, and his homeboy AZ Faison and all that, right? The way that he got dead, man, it just drove people didn't like it, you know what I mean? To the point where people actually didn't like the guy in real life, you know what I mean? Not to say that what some of the things that he did weren't disturbing, especially when you consider the alleged people who lost their lives and stuff like that. Man, it's crazy to factor in all that. So he wouldn't be so well known without the movie. What up, North Memphis, North? Yeah, he wouldn't be so well known without that movie, Paid in Full. So as soon as things started to turn over to social media, people started to communicate more. It was like a group opinion that people just did not like this guy or do not like this guy. Now, I'm not for sure if he definitely lost his life. There's a couple of different reports out there. Now, there was one report by the New York Daily News that talked about a 55-year-old man killed in Harlem drive-by shooting. Now, there's a lot of other media sources who are attributing that to Alpo being the person who got shot and killed, right? Now, excuse me. Now, let's talk about that story. Let's actually bring up the news story that I want to reference from On Smash. Now, On Smash, I cannot say that this is solid info, but we're going to go and use this story based on what the streets are talking about and based on what hip hop is talking about right now. Now, the headline says this. It says, Alpo Martinez shot and killed in Harlem, updated with photos and street footage. So they're saying they got a lot of info on this. Now, it says that Alpo Martinez shot and killed in Harlem, New York, is in an apparent drive-by shooting this morning with a hail of bullets fired from a passing vehicle. The unfortunate story of Mr. Martinez ended abruptly earlier this morning when he was shot and killed in his neighborhood of North Manhattan. Through information confirmed publicly by the New York Daily News. So they're saying that New York Daily News, that story that the New York Daily News ran, actually matches up with this. Now, if you guys are wondering, the New York Daily News is a real big, news agency or whatever you want to call it, man. And basically, they have to stick to certain protocols when reporting things. So when they say they want to report something or they run a story, there obviously was a 55-year-old man who was killed. So you can't deny that. Now, if that was Alpo or not, I don't know. They didn't confirm it in that story that I read from the New York Daily News, but it all matches up, like with the shooting or whatnot. Now, people are on Alpo's page right now saying some crazy stuff, man. Like if you go to his Instagram, and a lot of this information, bro, a lot of this stuff that's being said, it's almost in retaliation for some of the trolling he was doing. Because remember, when he got out, he went to social media and dude put this picture out there right there where he's like outside. And he was putting a lot of pictures out there. He had pictures of himself on a Harley where he was driving around, this one right here. And I'm not saying in any way that this man deserved to lose his life or anything like that. I ain't going there with it. But dude was saying, I'm outside and I'm going to be out here. And I don't know, man, that just doesn't seem like a wise thing when it comes to New York, because New York it's an atmosphere where people just normally are used to hundreds and thousands of people passing them on the street every day. You kind of turn your blinkers off, you don't notice people as much, man, but this is crazy if this is true. Now, through the story continues by saying this. It says, through the information confirmed by the New York Daily News, Alpo was struck multiple times in the chest by a hail of bullets fired from a passing vehicle on West 147th Street shortly after 3:30 a.m. Mr. Martinez was rushed to the Harlem, but couldn't be saved upon arrival. They probably meant the Harlem hospital. While obvious surveillance will be revealed in the coming hours by NYPD, we find it shocking that he had his guard down and was moving around with his bulletproof vest we've seen him in videos with before. So I'm guessing he's put out videos where he was in a bulletproof vest. Now, they say that this is some of the information that came in on the news story and that there was an EMS call as well. And this is allegedly the pictures of this scene. Now, I don't know if this is true because the rumor out there is that he was leaving the club. And if he was leaving the club, what's up with was he shot in the car? Like, I don't know, man. Some of these details are missing. And that's what happens when you get a story early as well. But, man, I'm wondering what everybody out there is thinking about this situation. Because, Alpo became a major character in hip-hop, or a major, I could say character in hip-hop, without really being a hip-hop artist, man. It's because of the movie Paid in Full that we even know who Alpo is. And it's only because of social media that it's carried on so long for us to even understand who Alpo is and his effects on hip hop, or pop culture. So it's wild, man. It's wild. It's a wild situation, man. I'm wondering, man. Let me look in the chat real quick. Y'all run them likes up, man. What do y'all think about this whole Alpo situation? Do you think dude was just let his guard down too much? I mean, he was basically putting pictures out there that, I just, I'm moving around. I'm just doing me. Or do y'all think that's just how things go, man? If any of this is true. Like, we gotta say that, man. I don't know if this is for fact. It sounds like the ending to a movie. Like, and I see y'all in the chat like, man, I ain't never finished the movie, man. My bad. I should have did a spoiler alert on that then. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all run them likes up. Yo, I see you, homeboy, Illinois. What's up? Philly in the building. I see y'all, man. But this is a crazy story to say the least, man. Dude, for real. Boston, what's up? What's up? If all this is true, and he was leaving the club, no protection, no nothing, man. Dude was wilding, man. To be real, to be honest with you, man, he was wilding. And we'll see, man. So we got that story for the New York Daily News. There's other news stories out here that are also, talking about the situation. And one headline I seen was from something called the New York Press. And the headline, look at this, man. Check this out. This is going to trip y'all out, man. The headline, and let's bring this in. It says, they got him. Notorious NYC drug snitch Alpo Martinez allegedly killed in Harlem, man. I'm like, man, this is cold-blooded. And if you think that's cold-blooded, man, you should see the comments under his pictures now, man. It's crazy, man. And a lot of people are running wild with this story. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know if it's actual factual, but it seems like, I don't know, man. It just seems like the end of all that drama, because there's channels who have been dedicated to telling the story of Rich Porter, AZ Faison, and Alpo, and it always ends with, well, Alpo came out of jail all right. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, this is a cautionary tale for anybody thinking about dabbling in the street life or dealing with any of that mess, man. It's crazy, man. What's up, North Carolina? 910, I see you. Vancouver, Canada, I see you. Washington, D.C., I see you. I don't know if it's for fact. I just know that a lot of stories are reporting it. Now, what we do know for a fact, and let's go to that, man, just so that we're on the same playing field, and we all know what we can about the situation, is that this story, and that's his page right there, that this story is for real. There was a man, 55 years old, who was killed in Harlem in a drive-by shooting. Now, it goes on to show this. This is the vehicle. A 55-year-old man was killed in a drive-by shooting on a Harlem street corner early Sunday. The victim was struck multiple times in the chest in a hail of bullets fired from a passing vehicle on West 147th Street near Frederick Douglass Boulevard just after 3:20 a.m., cops said. And this is the picture, man. So I guess this is the person who got shot and killed. And they don't name him in this, But obviously, it looks like a fairly new truck. I mean, you see the tires and stuff and the rims. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is where they're saying that Alpo allegedly was shot and killed. Now, here's another video. Here's another image of the vehicle. Now, they said a hail of bullets. It could have been multiple shooters. It could have been one person in a drive-by who just drove up and just shot it. It says the victim was struck multiple times in the chest. Yeah, we already talked about that. But that's what we know for a fact. That story right there from the New York Daily News. As a media organization, they got different stipulations that they got to stick to. So when something official comes out and they can put a name on it, they definitely will. But as of now, that's what we know, and that's the vehicle the person who lost their life was driving in. Now, especially, I don't know if we're talking about somebody and everybody's just speculating about this, and this happens to be some other guy who's unrelated, rest in peace to that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because, these rumors sometimes get wild. But I wouldn't think that so many people would be talking about it's Alpo, and it isn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wanted to dive into that. I'm just looking at the chat. Y'all, wow. Y'all talking about the other rapper that I don't name. I don't name him, man. Y'all, wow. Y'all said he's on watch, man. Yo, wow, man. Yo, funny, man. Everybody knows who you talking about. You check the chat. What up, Delaware? What up? What do y'all think about this situation, man? Is this the end of the chapter of Paid in Full now? Like, we've seen everybody in this situation interviewed who is alive, right? We've seen him on Vlad's platform. We've seen him actually be interviewed, on other platforms. And we've actually even seen Alpo, he did the video when he was coming out of jail. And he was like, basically talking with his chest out. So I don't know. What's up? What's up, Alex? What up? They say he got caught slipping. Yeah, man. That's what's being said out there. Like those two reports, that I just read, That's basically what they put out there. Like one story is from an unconfirmed source. The other is a confirmed source like New York Daily News, but they didn't say any name. They didn't say it was Alpo. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Eccleton, Maryland, what's up? San Diego, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, y'all do me a favor and run them likes up, man. Let's get them up, man. Let's get them up to about 300, 400 if we can. You know what I mean? Miami, Florida, what's up? And I'm going to keep shouting y'all out and showing y'all love for sure, man. What's up, Arizona? What up? I see you. Buffalo to 716, I see you. Miami, Florida, I see you, man. I need to be in some Miami, man. I saw some of them Halloween parties y'all was having last night. I was like, man, I need to be there. You know what I'm saying? Bronx, what's up? BX, what's up? What's up? What up? What up? What's up, Watts, California? Oh, we got the great. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying there. What's up, Watts? Watts, California in the building. What up? All right, man, I'm done talking about Alpo. We could spend an hour speculating on that, but we just spent about a good 15 minutes, man. I try to keep the show under an hour and a half, under 2 hours. And we got some other things that we got to talk about. And the first thing I want to talk about outside of that was this ESTG situation. Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know or haven't been paying attention, man, ESTG, man, he caught himself into a little situation. It seems like his homeboys, they got locked up, and they're his alleged homeboys, we'll say that. And they were allegedly arrested in a gang bust. Now, what does all that mean? That means that this right here. Let's pull that story up. Yep. There were 10 guys who were arrested, and the headline says this. Hold up. There were 10 guys who were arrested and basically charged with multiple offenses, including some drug trafficking, firearms, and whatnot in Louisville. Now, they all are allegedly a part of a gang called EST. Obviously, the rapper EST Gee has been seen and associated with a couple of these guys, and one of them is signed on as a member of his business. Now, this story actually comes together from something that happened about a month ago. Now, about a month ago, a dude by the name of Eric Mosley, right? He got arrested, and it was crazy because, at the time, it's ESTG's manager is the story that came out here. This guy right here. His name is Eric Mosley, and allegedly ain't no alleged to it. He got arrested last month, and it was a humongous story. We ran with it. I talked about it, and he was arrested on some drug charges and whatnot, and there was a big media campaign about it in the local news there in Louisiana because he was allegedly, associated with ESTG, the rapper. Now, ESTG has went on many platforms and talked about the fact that he felt like, in Louisville, they were out to get him, or, people were out to get him or whatnot. But it seems like his crew was kicking up a lot of dust, according to news and law enforcement. You know what I mean? So his crew, along with this guy right here, recently got arrested this week. Now, I'm saying they're his crew, but ESTG hasn't come out to formally say that he was cool with dudes. But, man, a lot of them, 2 of these guys had signed on a document to bond somebody else out who was cool with ESTG. So it's like they can run around themselves being a gang, and you have to touch lightly and can't say they're a gang, because even the story, they say alleged gang, but there's some type of affiliation there. Now, the question is, what in the world is this going to be for ESTG in the future? Because according to the news sources out there, these guys are looking at a lot of time, and that's the manager who got arrested a month ago. Then just this week, you had these guys get arrested, and then there's like 2 other guys who are allegedly on the run. They're looking for, right? They need to either turn themselves in or they're going to be apprehended at some point in time, right? And the question is, isn't it an odd trend, man, that a lot of these rappers, it seems like their crews are getting like dismantled, like O Block isn't really Lil Durk's crew, so let's not say that. But OTF, let's say OTF. Look at OTF now as opposed to when they dropped Loyal Bros or at the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? They are not as tight a unit. And number 2, they are not everybody in OTF. There's a lot of people in OTF who are even on that Loyal Bros CD who are currently locked up. There is a lot of people who are affiliated with OTF that are locked up. And it looks like a lot of rappers, they crews are just falling apart in the same way, man. Now, this doesn't mean it's some wide conspiracy or anything like that, but even if you look at Pooh Shiesty situation and a lot of these guys, man, this is a clear message to me. I don't know if everybody else is catching it. That, yo, if you're going to be a superstar rapper, you can't be having illegal ties. Like, you can't be having ties to the streets. You know, that seems like the message to me. You know what I mean? It seems like if you're going to be a superstar in the rap game, your crew got to be just as clean as you are, or else there's going to be a bright light on them and they're going to be taken down. You know what I mean? And I can't overlook that. If I was a rapper right now, I'd be trying to make sure nobody around me was dealing in anything streetwise. Now, that's not for sure that ESTG's homeboys were dealing in the streets or that his label partners were messing with the streets. But what is for sure and what isn't alleged is they were definitely arrested for it, man. Now, what do you guys think about this whole ESTG situation, man? Like, it's crazy, right? Yeah, I talked about Alpo in the opening, man. I spent about 15 minutes talking about Alpo. Yep. Philly, what up, what up, what up? We can touch back on Alpo at the end if y'all want. What up, what up, what up? I see y'all. Riverside, California, what's up? 314 St. Louis, what's up? What up, what up? Yeah, y'all feel like the rappers, man, be out here self-snitching? Like, okay. It's a media thing, man. I'm going to give up some game here. Like, okay, there's a little bit of thing with the media and social media and rappers. And it's a known, like they know that people like me, like bloggers or whatever, are using this stuff on social media to boost their image and to do stories about them anytime something happens. Like, they're not fools. They understand that part. Like, they wouldn't put it on social media unless they wanted a reaction from people watching or looking at social media. So that's why I get a little in my feelings when I be like, yo, man, because a lot of rappers, they get on platforms, they be like, man, blogger this, blogger that, or just, man, I know the combined effort of a lot of people talking about you on YouTube blows you up. Like, look at Pooh Shiesty. Like, look at where his YouTube channel is now. Like, it's at 1.1 million subscribers. I think he gets like 1 million views a day, like every other day. It's wild, man. What's up, man? What up? Hashtag legendary. I see you. What up? What up? So all that is done through a lot of talk outside of the music, even though, don't get me wrong, the music is what's going to keep you in the rap game, and music is what's going to propel you, to be real. You know what I mean? I can't doubt that. But, man, to be perfectly honest, I don't know. It seems like rappers, they act sometimes like they don't know that they're putting stuff on social media and it's going to be used, which is wild, And based on the ESTG situation, I don't know if they told on themselves in any way like that. Like, I've read the story several times, and even in the video I did, check that out, I talked about that, but I don't think that, ESTG, I don't think it's a situation like that. I think they were actually, the people who are allegedly accused of these crimes, if they were partaking, were trying to keep it on the low and be quiet. Because ESTG brought some things to light. He was on No Jumper, I believe, and he said in an interview that, yo, I'm cool with Jack Harlow. We do songs together. I was on his album. He was on my album or something like that. And he was like, in Louisville, the law enforcement, they told him, like, hey, man, don't be associating with ESTG. They reached out to Jack Harlow's label and said, don't mess with ESTG. So it's something out there that we probably don't see, because I'm not in Louisville. You know what I mean? Even though I keep tuned in and I've heard some things, I see some things, obviously it's more than meets the eye. You know what I mean? I don't know. And yes, I just used a Transformer quote. But yo, let's continue on to our next story, man. Let's leave that. Let's leave that one alone, man. Because I think we talked about ESTG a little too much. And let's move on to Fetty Wap, man. Let's talk about this Fetty Wap situation. Now, Fetty Wap situation is a crazy one, to say the least, man. Fetty Wap is looking at some crazy, crazy times. Or some crazy, crazy time, I should say. Now, for those of you who don't know, Fetty Wap is a rapper from New Jersey who blew up with a song, Trap Queen, that had everybody moving, man. Now, there was a story that was in the ABC News that I wanted to talk about.
DirecTV stream.
And I'm not joking. It's the actual ABC News, man. they did a story talking about Fetty Wap's situation. And it says this, man. Let me bring up the story too for y'all so y'all can see it. So I'm not just talking to y'all about it. This story right here. And right here you can see it says, Fetty Wap pleads not guilty to federal drug charges. So he was already in court in front of a federal judge and already entered a plea of not guilty to some federal to the federal judges or whatever, right? To the federal judge, I should say. The story goes on to say, William Jr. Maxwell II, better known as the rapper Fetty Wap, pleaded not guilty to federal drug charges. And I know that's freaking y'all out, so I'm going to just read this, man. There you go. There we go. It said, William Jr. Maxwell II, better known as the rapper Fetty Wap, pleaded not guilty to federal drug charges in New York court on Friday. So as fast as Friday, he was in New York court. Now Maxwell, who's Fetty Wap, 30 years old, of Paterson, New Jersey, was arrested Thursday during the Rolling Loud Music Festival in Queens, New York, on charges stemming from a drug-related conspiracy involving heroin, fentanyl, and a law enforcement official told ABC News. He was charged with 5 others, including a New Jersey's corrections officer, with conspiracy to distribute and possess controlled substances across Long Island and New Jersey. So they're saying that he was charged in a major operation that included a New Jersey corrections officer. I mean, that's wild, man, because Fetty Wap, for all intents and purposes, was kind of cold out here music-wise, you know? It seemed like he was just one of those pop hits that went up and went away, like a lot of the artists that came up in 2017, you know? And I think Fetty Wap was even before that. I think he blew up in what, 2014, 2015 or something like that? And it was just, you know, it just happens. You know, you go away and people just understand it. It's a hip-hop thing. It happens all the time. It's a music thing. It happens in other genres as well. But Fetty Wap, obviously, man, was trying to make up that rap money. Well, allegedly was trying to make up that rap money with being in this situation. Now, I can't say that he was, but that's what it's alleged, right? Now, the defendant obtained, this is the story, the defendants obtained the drugs on the West Coast and used the United States Postal Service and drivers with hidden vehicle compartments to transport the controlled substances across the country to Suffolk County, where they were stored according to the indictment. So they're saying they got a New Jersey corrections officer, allegedly. They got U.S. postal workers working with him. Man, this is crazy, man. This is a crazy operation. No wonder they're trying to throw so much time at him. Now, in quotes, it says, as alleged, the defendants transported, distributed, and sold more than 100 keys of deadly and addictive drugs, including the H and the, you know what, you know, the one that's, you know, a lot of people don't want to be talking about right now. You feel me? Deliberately contributing to the opioid epidemic that has devastated our communities and taken too many lives, U.S. Attorney Byron Peace said. Maxwell was a kilogram-level redistributor from the trafficking organization, prosecutors said. So they're saying that Maxwell was a redistributor, like big level. He was on some Tommy and Ghost from Paris level type stuff, man. That's wild, man. Now, in quotes, it says the fact that we arrested a chart-topping rap artist and a corrections officer as a part of the conspiracy illustrates how vile the drug trade has become, FBI's Michael Driscoll said. Maxwell's lawyer entered a not guilty plea on his behalf during an arraignment at the Central Islip Federal Court. So yesterday when Fetty Wap was in court, he entered a not guilty plea. He said, I don't know nothing about this drug business, man. Y'all don't put me in this. And I'm hoping that he had nothing to do with it or was involved at all, man. Because the time that they trying to throw at him is almost, it's unbelievable. Now, let's talk about it. The federal prosecutors asked that he be detained pre-trial, which the defense did not contest. In quotes, it says, this defendant is part of an organization that systematically distributed 100 keys of, you know what, that's killing people all over the country, and across Long Island, Assistant U.S. Attorney Andrew Welch said. Prosecutors noted that Maxwell faces a minimum of 10 years in prison if convicted, and a maximum sentence of life in prison if convicted. Haven't y'all noticed that, man, all the sentencing for these federal cases is a minimum of 10 years and a maximum of life? Except with the O Block situation, I don't think we got a minimum. I think it was like, the minimum, what was it, like 25 years? It was something crazy like that, man. But outside of that, with Pooh Shiesty, the minimum 10 years, maximum life. You know what I'm saying? With Fetty Wap here, same thing, man. So I don't know if they do that just to throw in a lot of time so that you plea out, or if they do that because that's what they trying to give you, 10 years or life, or preferably life. So that's wild, man. And I know I've been neglecting the chat, but I wanted to give y'all the updates from court with Fetty Wap yesterday, man. Yeah, I see y'all in the chat. Don't forget to shout out your cities in, man. Run them likes up, man. We should be at about 400 now. Okay, I see y'all going back and forth about this Alpo situation. Yeah, man, we talked about that earlier. Alpo allegedly, Alpo, aka Alpo Martinez, allegedly lost his life last night, man. You can rewind a little bit. We talked about that in depth. I read both stories, the one from New York Daily News or whatnot. You know what I mean? Yeah, we definitely do promo. What up, Philadelphia? But, man, Fetty Wap's situation, for the most part, just does not look good. It's ugly, man. It's an ugly situation, man. He's facing an ugly situation out here. Yeah. I don't know if he had anything to do with it, but if they find some way to say that maybe he was fronting the money or anything like that, man, it's cooked. You know what I mean? What up, Chicago? Baton Rouge, Sacramento, I see y'all in the building. Garden Grove, California, what's up? Pittsburgh, I see you. Yeah, I saw the Alpo. We talked about the Alpo situation earlier, man. It's crazy. Yeah, man, it's crazy. They said he was leaving a club. They even showed pictures of the vehicle that he was allegedly in, but no major news sources confirmed it was Alpo. But, you know, a lot of the news organizations within hip hop have already, you know, connected the dots on it and said it was Alpo Martinez, man. Now, I don't know if it was for a fact, but crazy, man. Crazy story. About as crazy as the time that Fetty Wap is facing right now. Crazy, man. That is no cap, no kizzy, man. On the real. So, man, let's get into Pooh Shiesty, man. Since we already talked about, let's talk about Pooh Shiesty, man. Now, with Pooh Shiesty, man, I just hate to see it, man. Because, to be real, Pooh Shiesty, man, Pooh Shiesty, I don't know, he should be out here killing it. He should be out here murdering it, man. But as of now, we don't have an update on Pooh Shiesty, like as far as his case is going. The last thing that we heard about Pooh Shiesty in his case was that he was going to enter a guilty plea. He planned on entering a guilty plea to the judge. Like him and his lawyer already went in front of the judge and said that. This moved his court date forward. So, I mean, a couple of weeks. I think it's going to be in November some date now. But it was originally, his whole trial was supposed to start on Monday the 25th. So he threw a whole monkey wrench in the game saying, man, I'm going to enter this guilty plea. I'm going to go ahead, get this Fed time out of the way, and then worry about this other time, man. Now, what's crazy is the guy that Pooh Shiesty allegedly shot in the situation at Bay Harbor Island, he's caught up in his own case, right? So dude has his own case going on where he was in some type of bank fraud. So how in the world are they going to put those two things together? Like, I'm wondering if, since this situation happened, that Pooh Shiesty found some type of leeway to where he's going to get less time. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds like a crazy hat trick, but for some reason, him just changing up and saying we entering this guilty plea, I don't know, man. I think immediately after we found out the story about the other guy getting locked up, or the dude who allegedly got shot. Now, in case you guys didn't catch the live last week, or if you're not keen to this story, there's a guy who was allegedly shot in the Pooh Shiesty situation, who had like this, who's alleged to have his own situation going on as far as like this whole bank fraud that he was supposed to be committing, right? So this is the dude right here, man. And it's wild, man. He was indicted with like 8 other people in like this Miami fraud case, including this alleged IG model. They saying she's an IG model or whatnot, but wild to say the least. I'm wondering if that gives Pooh Shiesty some type of leeway. And for those questions, man, I'd like to, man, I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out some answers as soon as the case, as soon as the sentencing starts for Pooh Shiesty. Because even if he enters a guilty plea, they still got to sentence him. So we'll see what happens from that, man. Until then, until they actually touch court, we ain't gonna have no more updates on Pooh Shiesty, man. So right now, all you can do is just send him your well wishes because, man, it looks like he's in a situation where he's throwing himself on the mercy of the court. Like, how much time am I going to get type of situation. You feel me? Now, let's get to talking about Dirk. So let's do what we do when we talk about Dirk. Yeah. All right, man. So let's talk about Lil Durk, right? I like to give him a little presentation because we talk about Dirk a lot. Now, there's a story talking about that Lil Durk actually missed his Rolling Loud performance. I wasn't at Rolling Loud in New York, you know what I mean? But they were saying that Lil Durk missed his performance, and based on the whole K-Flock situation, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about K-Flock and Ron Suno. We're going to talk about that in a second. That's the next thing we're going to talk about. But based on all that, man, I don't know, man. Does anybody have proof that Lil Durk just didn't show up to Rolling Loud? It just doesn't sound like it. But wanna know why? Because Lil Durk seems like the type that he cares a lot about the stage show and the stage performance and all that, man. Like, he spends a lot of time, like, tussling with his own crew. Like, remember the video clip of Lil Durk kicking his own crew off the stage, like, at a performance because he said they was making it dry? You know what I mean? He was like, man, get off the stage. Y'all making it dry. But we did have this situation with Lil Durk this week, or last week during homecoming week, where he allegedly, stormed off the stage at the Howard homecoming. So I don't know if it's far-fetched to say, but wasn't Lil Durk supposed to be like one of the headliners this year at Rolling Loud? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's the headliner anywhere he goes. But there's several stories out there that are saying, like this one from this website here called Lovable Vibes, and it says Lil Durk flops on his Rolling Loud set, angry fans throw bottles at festival stage. Maybe that was the case. Maybe they said that, that Lil Durk did bad during his performance. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you went to Rolling Loud, I'd love to hear what you say in the chat, because to me, it seems like Lil Durk usually takes his performance seriously. You know what I mean? They're usually serious about it. All right, I see you on the chat. What up, Houston? What up? What up, Connecticut? I see you. What up? What up? Dirk trying to curve those Fetty Wap feds. Now, man, I do see that Lil Durk, it seems like he's switching up the team a little bit. Like, he's trying to create space between him and all this nonsense. But to be honest, when it comes to Muwop and O-Block and those cats, obviously Muwop was closer to Von because, obvious, associations and whatnot. But do y'all think that Lil Durk is just going to lead him out there and not pay for their lawyer or nothing like that? I mean, I know it would look sketchy if he did, but I can't say that Lil Durk would just lead him out there like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think Lil Durk will do that because I got videos of Lil Durk and Muwop hanging out together and stuff like that. Now, if you listening, that doesn't mean Lil Durk had anything to do with any of the things that they're alleged to have done, if that makes sense. But nah, man, I don't think they leave him out there like that. You know what I mean? Yo, y'all make sure y'all run them likes up for your boy, man. We should be probably at about 600 likes, man. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit that like button. And I see you, Woodlands, Texas. I see you again, Woodlands, Texas. Asheboro, North Carolina, what's up? What's up? What's up? Arkansas, what's up? You're saying Muwop talked too much? I mean, he was on social media a lot, but Muwop, I don't know, man. Muwop has like he's kind of, I don't want to say he's mush mouth, but he has like that, I don't know, when he talks, it's almost like a mix between a Chicago accent and a Baltimore accent when I hear him speak. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why he's allegedly a savage, you know? No, not saying that I said alleged savage, you know? Not saying he really is a savage. I don't know, dude. You know what I mean? Huntsville, Alabama, what's up? I see you. So it's Rolling Loud set. Y'all saying Lil Durk's Rolling Loud set, was it hitting like that? Or, oh, he didn't show up. So they started to throw the bottles and stuff like that. So that's true. The rumor that Lil Durk didn't show up to his Rolling Loud set as the opener, as the headliner, as a headliner, that's crazy. There's people who went there probably to see Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? They just finished their tour, him and Lil Baby. Detroit, what's up? I see you, Detroit. That's crazy, man. Keep shouting your cities, man. I'm gonna keep showing y'all love. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. But yeah, I can't believe that, man. So anybody who was at Rolling Loud, let me know in the chat if Lil Durk really didn't go to his set. That would be crazy, man. Man, I read the story and it said that they were throwing bottles and stuff. So I thought, man, it was something else. What's Tanner Hill, Alabama? I wonder where that is, man. Austin, Texas, what's up? What up? What up? Raleigh, North Carolina, I see you. What's up? What up? What up? Baton Rouge, I see you. Louisville, Kentucky, I see you. Man, I hate to hear that about Dirk. Because Dirk and Lil Baby are two of the artists right now that I would definitely go see live. Like, yeah, this is the right time to check them live. This is definitely. Phoenix, what's up? Las Vegas, I see you. I see you, Louisville. We just got done talking about ESTG. Yeah. That's what's up. Chicago in the building. Baltimore. Slidell, Louisiana. New Orleans, what's up? What's up? I see y'all. Baltimore in the building. What's up, B More? What up? What up? Y'all make sure y'all show me some love on them likes. I'm going to show y'all some love in the chat for sure. Now, Lil Durk, man. Since we're talking about Lil Durk and Rolling Loud, let's talk about our other Rolling Loud situation or other Rolling Loud thing that went down. Now, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about this Flock and Ron Suno situation. Now, I'm a little confused about this because when I first heard about Flock was only about 2 months ago. But since then, there's been several documentaries on YouTube that have been dedicated to him, and some of them are real good and scary at the same time, man. It was like the Bronx War story, you know what I'm saying? And then there was another documentary about him, and then I heard his song, that song he dropped 2 months ago, whatnot, and it was trending. I was like, I look at all the rappers who are trending on YouTube, and I was like, okay. And when I seen him, and this is no lie, man, I didn't know. I was like, man, who am I looking at? What is this, dog? Like, who is this? Like, and then with the hair, because I know in New York, a lot of dudes, you know what I mean, like to grow their hair back like that. It just, I didn't know what I was looking. I didn't know what was going on, man. And I knew it was obviously drill. But then when I heard that beat, I was like, okay, dude got some go, man. He could go. You know what I mean? He could go. So I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna rock with it. But obviously, man, him and his ex homeboy weren't. Now this is the crazy part. Weren't him and Ron Suno homeboys? Trenton, New Jersey, I see you. I see you, Nashville. Weren't him and Ron Suno homeboys? And it was crazy to see this go down because they went to fighting, man. They both admit that there was a fight that went down. So let's look at this story right here. And this is on social media, on Instagram, it's Rap CZN. And they say right here, they say Flock and Ron Suno got into it at Rolling Loud. So they didn't say fight or anything, but from that emoji, you could tell it went down, right? Now, this is what Flock put on his social media. He said, why me and gang just beat the you know what out of at Ron Suno and Bogot.sbl laughing emojis in Rolling Loud. Cast Ron Suno tried to give me a 5 shaking, yeah, all told you wait till I catch you. So basically he's saying that Ron Suno tried to give him a 5 and he told him he'll get him when he catch him. Now, what was the original offense? What made them start to beef in the first place was the question that I had, because that scene at Rolling Loud was wild. Now that Footage of the actual fight we can't show, but we can show the reactions.
Dougie said, Dougie said,
Dougie
said,
they got security fighting.
Go to my mother, they got security
fighting.
Bro, they got security. They got they got big niggas trying to fight us.
Y'all was running. Security was the only nigga fighting for y'all.
It's big ass niggas, bro.
Stop running.
Bro,
still
bro, we don't got no scratch, bro. We don't got no scratch.
Bro, we got no scratches.
Check they face.
We got no scratches. Check they face.
I bet you don't post their face, though. I bet you they don't post their face, though. I bet you none of them niggas post their face, though. F*** out here, nigga. That nigga was crying, nigga. He was like, yo, bro. Yo, hold on. He was like, yo, bro, why you did that for the gram, bro?
Who left the spot?
We supposed to be the team.
Who left the spot?
Yo, what's
we chased them
out the spot full deep. What to my life? What to my life? I could die right now. What's God forbid, but what to my life? Drop dead right now. We did that. Dougie said, Dougie said,
Dougie said, they got security fighting.
Go to my mother, they got security fighting.
Now, I hope y'all, did y'all hear what he said? I can elaborate. So basically, he's basically saying that they got the best of the fight, right? That they were winning the fight. That Ron Suno, that's Ron Suno speaking and one of his homeboys. I'm not sure who the dude is, right? And they're basically saying that they were 4 deep and ran up on K Flock and ran him out the place. Now, when you see that video, that's not what I seen. It looked like it was an all-out scramble for I don't know what, man. It looked like I couldn't put it together. But let me go ahead and play it.
Dougie said,
they got security fighting.
Go to my mother, they got security
fighting.
Bro, they got security. They got big niggas trying to fight us.
Y'all was running. Security was the only nigga fighting for y'all.
It's big ass niggas, bro.
Stop running.
Bro,
still
we don't got no scratch, bro. We don't got no scratch.
Bro, we got no scratches.
Check they face.
We got no scratches. Check they face.
I bet you don't post their face, though. I bet you they don't post their face, though. I bet you none of them niggas post their face, though. F*** out here, nigga. That nigga was crying, nigga. He was like, yo, bro. Yo, hold on. He was like, yo, bro, why you did that for the gram, bro?
Who left the spot?
We supposed to be the team.
Who left the spot?
Yo, what's
we chased them
out the spot full deep. What to my life? What to my life? I could die right now. What to God forbid, but what to my life? Drop dead right now. We did that. Dougie said, Dougie said,
they got security fighting.
Go to my mother, they got security.
All right, that's just them playing it again in a loop. All right, so it looks like K Flock went to social media and showed an exchange between, him and somebody else. And I'm not sure who he's talking to allegedly in this, but it says at K Flock, why you capping like these cats wasn't on timing. Now, I'm not sure who got the best of who in this fight, and I'm not really sure I understand why they fighting because it's not clear. Obviously, somebody said something about somebody else on social media and blase blah like that, but it's taken over social media and a lot of people were paying attention because I saw the post by DJ Academics where he brought this up. Now, if these dudes, I see you in the chat, that is true, man. If they're 4 deep and they get jumped and they walk away with no bruises, that's a good day, man. That's you didn't catch no L, dog. You know what I mean? You didn't catch no L. You know what surprised me? That they were actually fighting until I thought, because nowadays cats really don't be fighting, you know what I mean? It's this whole, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a weird situation. But cats really don't be fighting like that. So I was surprised to see some cats actually throwing hands. You know what I mean? I was like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Now, hopefully, they can put this to rest before it gets any crazier, because based on all those YouTube documentaries and videos about K Flock in that situation in the Bronx, it doesn't sound like anything's for play, man. So I don't know, man. Let me dig back in the chat. What do y'all think about this whole K Flock and Ron Suno situation? Even in that post, people were like, who? You know what I'm saying? I know K Flock had a really hot song, but hopefully this isn't their way of trying to get on. is beefing. What up, 773? What up? Yo, y'all make sure y'all run them likes up, man. All right, man. All right, I see y'all. Okay. So let's talk about, since we already talked about K Flock and Ron Suno, man, let's also talk about, the last thing I wanted to talk about before we touch back on Alpo, right? Is this right here, man. NBA Youngboy coming home, man. So let's do NBA Youngboy his just dues, man. You know what I mean? And show him the appreciation for him coming home. right, man. Now let's talk about NBA Youngboy. So NBA Youngboy's bond got approved this week, making a lot of noise. A lot of different pictures were out there. He took one with his daughter. But what I thought was crazy was this pic right here, right? Check this out. It's there it goes. Right here. They said this is the updated picture of NBA Youngboy's mugshot. And I was like, I don't know, man. I thought this was Photoshop when I seen it, man. It looks Photoshop to me. Dude looked like he aged 10 years in that joint, man. Like he's only 22. Like this joker right here looked 32, maybe 42. You know? But nah, all kidding aside, I'm glad the fact that NBA Youngboy is out and he gets to work back on his craft. But like, if you've been keeping up with any of those interviews with that Lawyers for Workers dude, he's still got a fight on his hands, man. It's not all clear. And I hate to throw a damper on the situation, but at least, you know, he's able to fight his case from the crib. That's a lot different than fighting your case going to court every day from a cell. You know what I mean? I'd rather do it on a plush sofa, plush house, nice $1 million mansion in Utah, you know, that type of situation. And this story from the source, it talks about a lot of the things we've already talked about. I know everybody's already run this topic into the dirt, so I'm not just going to elaborate. All I'm going to say is welcome home NBA Youngboy, you know, and I'm happy for the fact that he got his bond, man. Even though he spent like $500,000, man, out the pocket, I think, just to have the 1.5 million or something like that. And I don't know if he had to put lien on property, because it's a lot of stuff, man. Like, that's why it's got to be crazy to fight, man, like a federal case like that. Because it seems like, if you look at it like I look at it, right? And y'all tell me if y'all do. It seems like when you fight in those cases, it's like your money is of no use no matter how much of it you had. Like, how are you supposed to fight the case if they find ways of trapping up your money? Like, for you to fight the case. It's weird, man. Unless you obviously could prove that you have earnings or money from legal means, then you're cool. But even then, you still have to prove that. And I think that's why a lot of people plead out. It's just too much for them Fed cases, man. That's a lot. It's a lot. I've never, you know, it's just a lot, man. I couldn't imagine it. But with that, yeah, welcome home, NBA Youngboy. Now, that's actually all the things I wanted to talk about this week, man. But we're going to circle back to this Alpo situation since I see everybody talking about it in the chat, and just cover our bases, man. And that way, anybody who's just joining in or just getting here, they can hear about it as well. So this Alpo situation, let's bring back up ESTG. I like that background. We're going to do that. So this Alpo situation, Alpo Martinez, you know, who is the character RICO is based on in the movie Paid in Full. There we go. Allegedly lost his life, man. You know, we talked about it earlier. He was allegedly shot and killed in Harlem, New York. And it's getting a weird response from social media, man. There is a lot of people who are talking about this situation. And I don't know how to make this any lighter. They seem like they applied it. I mean, I don't know, dude. I know the character RICO from the movie Paid in Full. So it's not something I'm going to get happy or sad about. But I will say this, man. When you look at dude's social media and stuff like that, it did seem like he was, like, even when these stories were running, you know, a couple of months ago, or excuse me, about a year ago when he got out. What is it like? It was like a year and a half ago he got out. It seemed like he was almost rubbing it in people's face a little bit, man. Now, I'm not saying he was. And I'm definitely not saying he deserved what people are saying allegedly happened to him. But, man, it did seem like he was out there a little much for somebody who, you know what I mean? I see y'all funny, man, talking about NBA Youngboy's mugshot. But it seemed like he was out there a lot in the forefront for somebody with that on his jacket. You feel me? I see y'all, man. I see y'all. Yeah, man. Crazy story, man. Now, there's been, at this time, no official confirmed source to say that, yo, Alpo got shot and killed. But there was a story from the New York Daily News that came out and described the situation. That some and pretty much a lot of hip-hop platforms are attributed to Alpo. You know what I mean? And that one particular story is this from the New York Daily News. And I don't know, maybe people on the scene, because this was allegedly outside of a club, maybe people on the scene saw that it was Alpo. But this is the story that they running with, right? Man 55 killed in Harlem drive-by shooting. And they're saying that this is Alpo Martinez, who's the person who the character RICO from Paid in Full was based off of. Now, the story says a 55-year-old man was killed in a drive-by shooting on a Harlem street corner early Sunday. And that's one of the pictures of the ride that got shot up. Now, to be real, how many times have you heard of a 55-year-old man getting killed in a drive-by? I mean, it's usually somebody in their 20s. So that's one clue right there. Even though they don't name his name, that's one clue right there. Like a 55-year-old man getting shot in a drive-by, you know, only in the movies and only in like big time stuff. You see what I'm saying? That you hear something like that. It's like nobody that old is just going to be out here wilding, usually, man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's some wild 55-year-olds, but I doubt it, man. I doubt it. Now, the victim was struck multiple times in the chest in a hail of bullets fired from a passing vehicle on West 147th Street near Frederick Douglass Boulevard just after 3:20 a.m., cops said. And there's another view of the vehicle, you know what I mean? And it says that cops have made no immediate arrest. The EMS rushed him to the Harlem hospital, but he couldn't be saved. His name was not immediately released. So obviously, still at this time, they haven't made an official call on if it was Alpo or not, but they're saying a lot of hip-hop news and media sources are reporting that this is the scene. This is where Alpo Martinez lost his life. And there's so many people on his social media right now. It's crazy, man. Because remember, when he got out and he put this picture out there, he said, outside. Like, I don't know, man. That's just bad juju. You know what I mean? Then he had this video right here. This went wild, too. We was like riding Harleys in Harlem. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know, man. Not saying dude deserved this. I don't know him like that or nothing like that, but this is crazy, to say the least, man. Yeah. I just wanted to circle back on that Alpo situation for a second before we close it out here. And I appreciate everybody who showed up here today in the chat. I appreciate everybody who shows up each week. We usually do this on Saturday, but I said, man, I might as well do a Sunday morning, Halloween, you know what I mean? So that way we can just get out all the good stories from this week. Yeah, dude, yeah. The dude Alpo, it allegedly killed a lot of people. And there was murders and shootings that he confessed to. So a lot of that ain't alleged. So it ain't like I'm doing an RIP to dude. Don't think it's that, because it's not, man. It's not. It's not that at all. I'm just saying this is a story that's in hip-hop based on the popularity of the movie Paid in Full, and it's got the streets running wild right now, man. Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy situation. I see y'all in the chat. What's up, Trenton, New Jersey? Yeah, man, that's the rumor. That's the rumor that he got shot and killed. Y'all, wow, I see you. All right, I see y'all. Yo, shout out to your cities and run them likes up for me one last time. We should probably get them a little higher, but it is what it is, man. I appreciate everybody that showed up in the chat, regardless, who showed up in here today, regardless. I'm feeling it, man. It was a good show, man. And happy Halloween to everybody. And if you're an IG model out there and you've been posting your pics and stuff of you in your Halloween costume, I really appreciate you too. No, I'm joking, man. I'm joking. Let me stop, man. Let me stop, man. Yo, but with that, for real, happy Halloween. This been your boy Big Man. You know what it is, man. We out of here. Oh, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content or do one of these hot lives. And we out of here. Peace. Hey, y'all hit that like button on your way out, and I see y'all, man. I see you, Florida. I see you, Vallejo, California. I see California, and we out this thing. Peace.